Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Hello, this is the Hot Topic Show. What we do?
We won't judge, but we're judging. It's going to be juicy.
Now, here's Wendy.
I'm doing great. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. I hope that you all had a very well-rested, safe Halloween. It was crazy here in the city, which is why I ran back to Jersey. But before doing so, I said, well, why waste a great costume? I'm going in the streets. So after... So I went grocery shopping to 2 different grocery stores and the bank. So look, and the weird thing is that I guess, like when you play with wiggetry, nobody really looks at it as a costume. Like I went to the bank, I did a favor for my son to deposit his work checks, and the teller was like, I went to pull out my ID. She goes, no, Mrs. Hunter, you know, we know it's you. I was like, I know, well, I'm in a costume. I just wanted to be respectful. And so she said, oh, that was a younger girl who wasn't familiar with Star Trek. So she just assumed another day in Manhattan. There's Wendy in her wig and her short skirt or dress. And then I went to the grocery store. But what I'm proud of is that only, first of all, people are calming down, at least in my neck of the woods. Nobody triggered, no ding dong, no nothing. Like once I got back to Jersey, even riding through the neighborhood, there was nothing. I was talking to my husband about it and we were like both very impressed that everybody has learned their lesson. Look, you take your kids and they do the trunk or treat in the cars at the school and leave people's doorbells alone after hours. And then I started to flip the lights off, you know, inside at 8:45. And I flip and I hear knock, 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 knock. And I'm like, now, first of all, we have a doorbell, so who's that knocking? And then they ding dong. And now I know how to work a peephole where I don't have to get up on it with my eyeball. Oh, please, I could work a peephole from way back here. Yep. It was some dad dressed out of order, you know, a grown-up, dressed, you know, like that, and then had the kid. I didn't open the, no, there's no candy. First of all, no candy sign was still on. I had to wait for them to walk away to open the door to pull it off. Suzanne, how'd things go at the school?
Well, no, I went there dressed as a Klingon.
Right.
And I totally freaked Pete out. He didn't know who I was.
Right.
And my nanny, my babysitter was there, and she was like, Pete, do you know who this is? And he looked at me and he said, who are you? And I said, I am your mother. And he said, take it off. Oh. And he started ripping off my forehead. You know, that big extra forehead?
Yeah.
He tried to rip it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, it worked. Trick
good,
worked. Yeah.
good. You scared him.
Yeah.
All right, well. By the way, that yellow coat is one of the coats in my HSN collection. And on the counter, I'm freezing cold right now, and I'm very jealous of the woman in the front row who's wearing her coat from her own life. It's called, do we have another coat? All right. Look, I hate to be cheesy, but as long as I'm cold, I might as well wear my own coat. Again. I'll be there on Saturday. It's faux furs and all kind of other stuff. Saturday, check your local listings. HSN. Oh. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Is my microphone still working? Good.
Yes!
We're not gonna do that again today. So Justin Theroux, who's engaged or married to Jennifer Aniston, threw some very subtle shade. You had to squint to see the shade at Brad Pitt. Well, he posted a picture on Instagram that he was expressing his feelings about the upcoming election. And there was an image of a woman, and everything is like, she's doing the middle finger, and it's like, F this, F that, F this. But if you squint your eyes, it also says, F Brad Pitt. Yes! You know, but my thought is, it makes him look like he cares. You know, Justin, you've got Brad's ex-girl. He didn't want her, you got her. Jennifer Aniston is a good look. You know? You know what I mean? She's a good look, but you know, I think that, first of all, I've been hearing things that since Brad and Angelina have announced their divorce, that all of a sudden, you know, Jen wants to be out more and more with Justin, looking happy and, you know, like, we're getting on with, oh, come on now. In other words, Jen is just another woman. Okay? Okay? I'm happy, you're not. But, you know, Justin might be upset with Jen for maybe caring too much because the streets have been talking about Jen's, you know, behavior, you know, just being obsessed with stories about Brad and Angelina and that whole bit. And in other words, she's just another girl. You know, we don't care about all of our exes this way, but when you're married to a man for 5 years and he runs off with the co-star in a movie and then they have all these kids and they get married in a castle in France and I'm left heartbroken and looking damaged, I'm taking my computer and I'm gonna go in the bathroom and I'm going to lock the door and I'm not gonna let Justin know what I'm doing, but what I'm doing, I will allow myself 1 hour of obsession every day. Until I see Brad miserable. On account of heartbreak. Look, it's not mature, it's not right, but oh well. Anyway, it's not even like I have to ask you all this, but I will. Who wants a Destiny's Child reunion? I know. I think that this would be the best thing ever, best thing ever. They just activated a new Instagram page, and the fans are wondering if they're hinting at a reunion for their 20th anniversary, you know, a tour. The interesting thing is the shade of one of the pictures. Hit it. There's two Kellys, no Michelle. Now, you all are gonna leave Michelle alone, okay? Now, I know and you know that Michelle, well, when Michelle fell down on 106 and Park, I think is when we all maybe got disgusted with her. This was about 10 years ago. Okay. She recovered, and that's it. Michelle recovered, you all. And Michelle recovered and did that diddy-wop, doo-bop, doo-wop. Kelly looked like she wanted to help, and Beyonce was trained by her family. It's about you, B. Stay focused. I think that this would be great. This is a website called The Wrap that was doing this talking. about them possibly, reuniting, and they left Michelle out maybe as on purpose. But here's Michelle, as opposed to just taking care of your business, why'd you have to lash out? Because now you act like it matters. It doesn't matter. Yesterday during Hot Top, we're about to play the game. Hold on. Either the rappers joining in on making fun of Michelle Train, or you guys think all black people look alike. There comes a point when you get tired of it. Have fun making fun. They're gonna have fun making fun, but you know what? You have fun on the road, Michelle, because guess what? Everybody would go see this reunion tour. Absolutely. And, and it's not like Destiny's Child getting back together for a tour is not like NSYNC or New Kids on the Block or anybody like that. Justin Timberlake is not as big as Beyonce, in my opinion. Yes. See, Beyonce is she's that girl. And so she can carry the rest of the two. Kelly is still young and relevant, and we still love Michelle. So why couldn't they go out and do that Diddy Bop and go all around? And you know what, Beyonce, this is the perfect time for you to do this because you've just toured the world, and I get it. She might want to be with her girls. A lot of you all might be saying, well, why would Beyonce want to get back together with them? Beyonce's got her own solo career. You know why? She probably misses hanging out with her best friends. Yeah. Like on the road, not just them visiting and saying, you look good, Beyonce, break a leg. This is Beyonce being benevolent to the other two. Come on, you girls, let's go on the road. We'll all three break legs. Michelle might break two, but let's all go out. I like that idea. So, you know Michael Bass McCary from Boyz II Men? Clap if you have no idea who I'm talking about. No, that's okay. Because these are the people who only know Boyz II Men having 3 members. But when Boyz II Men got together, there were 4 of them. There's Bass. And his voice is down here. That's why they call him Bass. But what happened is Bass revealed the truth behind his departure from Boyz II Men, and he departed on a high note. But right now, he's telling a story on Ayanla Fix My Life. And Michael well, don't worry, okay? Because you missed 1 episode, okay, but there are 2 more to go. Look, he's living in a broken man's house. Yeah, there are a bunch of guys living in there. Bass is the only real famous one, but these are men who need to be fixed, and Ayanla goes in and fixes them. And so Michael just revealed that he's been battling multiple sclerosis for 22 years. And he said that he felt abandoned, by his group mates when he first started feeling sick. So take a look, and then we'll continue.
I gave my life 300 days out of every year for over 15 years. All of a sudden, it changed. It's like, nah, you're the one that's sick. We're not sick. We still going on the road. I want to be able to go in a room with them and not feel like I want to choke them.
Well, I must say, and I love Boyz II Men, but you want to know what? I've known them when they were 4, and I know them with 3. And the other 3, they've always been polite in interviews, because I've asked them on the radio and also on the show, have you spoken to him, or how is he, or where is he, or whatever. They're always polite, but they never get to the crux of it, He has MS, and by the way, Wendy, we're going on tour, and, a percentage of the proceeds from the tour are going to the MS Foundation, because although Mike is no longer with us to tour, he will always be our brother. I just feel like, and Wanye and you all, I love you all, but I feel like you guys never really did address it correctly. And so now Bass has, like he said, abandonment issues. He feels kind of trapped, and you might say it's been 22 years, but get over it, but you can't really get over it. Not when he was touring. These were his brothers. They all did End of the Road and whatever made them famous. And when he started to get sick and he started to miss rehearsals, he at first was addressing it as backaches. Bass, I don't know how far into being not well it was before you told the guys what actually was going on with you, but maybe some transparency in your actual health would have helped the guys better understand why it is you couldn't go on tour. And even when they would do things together, if Bass wasn't performing all the time, they would cut the money 3 times and throw him a shell. You see what I'm saying? Or cut the money 3 times. You know, you're not going on tour? Okay, then you get none of this money. And so it's like a weird thing. If you'd like to catch up with it, it's part 2 airs Saturday night on OWN. Very sad. You know, I heard this story about Drake and Taylor Swift, and I never thought that they were hooking up. It doesn't even seem like a hookation. Not even a one-off. Nothing. Him not into her not into him, but they have been hanging out together and people have been speculating. Not me. Apparently what they're doing is, he introduced her to his mom too. But that's only because all moms want to meet Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? Like, she's a big deal. But according to the New York Post, they're making music together. Now, I don't know whether this is going to be a collaboration where he sings and raps and she sings, or maybe he's writing for her and he won't be on it, or whatever it is. But, you know, they both have, you know, very huge crossover appeal. So I think that, you know, being in business and getting to know each other business-wise is terrific. I think getting to know each other anyway else. Drake, some of your fan base, don't do it. Don't do it. And so I want to shout out to Kevin Jonas and his wife Daniela. They gave birth to their second child, Valentina Angelia. And what a beautiful baby hat. It's always a pretty thing. You know what I wish that I kept when our boy was born? I wish I kept that original blanket. I kept a lot of stuff. I still have my cerclage in our freezer. Well, you know, I had to get that to hold him in because I had a weak cervix. I was on bed rest for 9 months. He's a miracle. It's in a little Ziploc bag. And it says, do not eat. Excuse me? Congratulations, Kevin and Daniela.